course, I'm here with LG Mac. What's going on, baby?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get right back. We're gonna get right into the conversation. That's what fucked me up, right? But we're gonna put this on camera. I'm here with Gunmusic40. You dig what I'm talking about? Nah, man. We gotta have it too. The conversation was already crazy, baby. Man, it's a pleasure seeing you, bro. How life treat you?
Man, it's been good, bro. I can't complain at all, man. It's a journey, man. Adventure for real. So, you know, rocking.
Yeah? Who you got here sitting with you?
Oh, man, you know, this 40 right here, so, you know, Gun40, little 40, you know what I'm saying, baby 40, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, my little nigga, man, he growing up fast on me.
Man, I don't even, there's so many angles we can start at. Let me start here, bro. When I say Memphis, what comes to mind for you?
Shit, family and backyard burger. Now, that was really one of my favorite spots out there, man. Like, backyard burger for real, growing up in Memphis and shit. Then I left Memphis and came back to Dallas at like around 13, 14.
How long did you spend in Memphis?
Really shit, my childhood growing all the way up, and then I guess we just had to move out here for some other shit.
Nah, man, we can't leave Memphis like that. Again, I watch all your other interviews and I tell you all the time, man, it angers me that we kind of skip over. There's too much culture, especially even out here, and then connect again to one that way. You being actually from Memphis. How was time? You know, how was the youth out there?
Shit, when I was there, it was the same as it is now. It was a lot of bullshit going on. Like, it's a lot of money there, a lot of bullshit. It was more pimps then. You know what I'm saying? It's still he's out there, but it was a lot of pimps in and shit. But
that kind of fall into the,
I guess
the culture of, I guess, your youth.
Huh?
Did that kind of fall into the culture of your youth? I mean, that shape in as far as that style of life?
Around that point in time, growing up, yeah, I seen a little bit of it growing up with my cousins and shit, but not really, because I was really with my, either my big cousin, Jonathan, and my other cousin, I was with my sister for real, or I was with my auntie.
Okay.
So,
Big family, small family, siblings.
yeah, I got a sister, two brothers, a sister and two brothers. They all so I'm the youngest one out of the
baby. Yeah, what's the age difference?
Shit, 10, 12 years. Then another like in my middle brother, I think he like 7 years old.
Okay. So yeah,
Mom, pops, man. You know what I mean?
My daddy.
What's the upbringing like? Who want niggas to, you know what I'm saying?
Cali and shit. I ain't really knew that nigga till like 15, and then you know, my mom was always around. We was always together and shit.
So really like the single home type.
Single home with a sister, me, my mom, my sister.
How was that coming up? Like,
yeah, you know, normal.
Yeah.
What's normal for you?
Yeah, what's normal
for you, man?
Move around a lot.
Talk that shit, man.
Move around a lot.
I know. Yeah, I know mom's probably at work a lot, so.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
She was working like a motherfucker around that time, and then you know how it go. Life is sometimes you gotta move. Life is move.
So you say you moved to Texas at like 14. So.
All right, before we leave Memphis, I do want to ask a question. What are the sounds? Again, especially being an artist, what are the sounds of those times for you?
You know it's crazy, man. Around that time, the only people I was listening to from Memphis for real was really 3 Shitz Mafia. Like, oh God. Like Project Pat, Juicy J, all them. That's what I was listening to when I was in Memphis. When I listened to Memphis music. I wasn't really listening to like a lot of Memphis music at that time.
And not even necessarily the same from Memphis, but as far as just through that time in your childhood. You know?
I was listening to Gucci, Eminem, Usher. I was listening to
you got all type of sound, bro. So niggas trying to figure out like who the fuck you like? What inspired you to make music? You know what I'm saying? Where that shit come from? Like,
so I listened to like. Then I was listening to R&B. Because my mom and like my auntie, when they cleaned up, they had like
woman in the household.
She got the music right, everything. Exactly. So, and then my first album, I tell everybody this, my first album was Usher album.
Which one?
Like my first album I ever had was an Usher album. That 1801 or 1802.
Yeah.
That hard.
So then,
that was my first album.
of course, the R&B, and then where that street shit started coming in from, like.
That shit came, I ain't gonna lie, that shit, I was listening to Flocka, I was listening to Gucci, I was listening to Jeezy, who else I was listening to at that time? Like I said, 365 and shit. So it always, the bass was like those, but I ain't started talking about that shit and shit like that till I started living that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was like, this shit hard, but I ain't got no experiences of did none of this shit.
Is music in the idea right now? Is music in the idea right now?
You said, one more time.
Is music in the idea right now?
To do it?
I mean, just no. I mean, cause I feel like it's for us, like growing up Texas culture, freestyle and shit. I mean, nah, for damn sure.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't started rapping until like 18, 19. Freestyling and shit.
Yeah.
I might freestyle like 17.
Okay.
What about singing and shit?
Yeah, but grandma had
You know what I'm saying?
Grandma had in there
Three Sundays.
Yeah.
So I learned how to harmonize.
You got kicked out of the choir, man.
I got kicked out of the potter's house. They trying to take me to jail in the potter's house. I'm a whooping nigga on Sunday.
In church?
Man. We had, okay, so if you ever been to Potter's house, you know we got this thing called the firehouse. That's where all the teenagers,
Yeah.
that's where all the teenagers,
Like
so it's a whole bunch of teenagers and stuff. That's actually where I met Young Nation, Flame B. Reed.
Yeah.
Like we got cool at church. So that's how I ended up meeting with them around the dance area. Like that's why I really got to the dance area out here. Cause they was going to the same church, so I ended up meeting them.
What year is this you said?
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know.
Shit, it around 06.
So this is kind of around the time.
It's a long time, okay.
And then what year did you move to Texas?
I think I moved to Texas when I was 2004.
Okay.
Where you land when you come to Texas?
When I came back here, I was in Cedar Hill. No, I was in DeSoto first. I was in DeSoto, then we moved down from DeSoto to Cedar Hill. Then I got kicked out of the city of Cedar Hill on the 4th of July. They said I tried to blow a car over.
Did you try to blow the car up?
I pushed fireworks in the gas tank.
So you tried to blow the car up?
Nigga get kicked out of everywhere.
Damn. I was doing shit.
Okay, you come from Memphis to Texas, and is it a culture shock? Is it the same? Is it
melting pot? Everybody, I talk different, did way different than now. I've been around so many places that I adapted, like being able to talk a different way until I get mad and shit. Licorice. I just talk.
It's got that country.
Yeah, man. Like I used to say, man, all my words slurred like slow. You used to say nigga be fly shit.
It's because she's North Texas. I'm from like Corpus in specific as well. So when I was younger, my conversation was a lot more different, a lot more slurred.
I used to talk to your ass and be like, shit, flop head, boy, you slop, you curry. So shit, no jump, nothing.
Man, what? He just talk like that. He just talk like that. You know what I'm saying?
So when you get here, like, what's this like? Cause you coming from fucking Memphis, you know what I'm saying, to one of the biggest states, and, you know what I'm saying? When you got here, what was just like?
I feel like niggas was just scared and hell. Cause niggas didn't move with an urgency and awareness. Like, out here, like, niggas wasn't aware of shit. Like shit that could actually happen to them.
Elaborate.
Niggas didn't know they could die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas didn't know they could really get beat up or die for real until I really started realizing, until I moved to the ag. But once I moved to the ag, I said, okay, it's a melting pot. This nigga from Shreveport, this nigga from Cali, this nigga from Nebraska, Michigan, Wisconsin. Like, everybody was from somewhere else. So New Orleans, we had a lot of different cultures in one spot. Thus, ag town fights. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's probably around like the Katrina time, all that, just
Mexicans versus blacks was getting ready.
What's going on to that?
And ag, I went to Summit. Got kicked out of Summit, went to Mansfield. Got kicked out of Mansfield, went to Timberview.
My nigga can't go nowhere.
Left Timberview, went back to Mansfield. Got kicked out of Mansfield again, went back to Timberview. And then my senior year,
what you getting kicked out for at this time? You just got here, nigga. You just got here.
This one the time I got popular for dancing. So Mansfield kicked me out because they said I was a distraction the first time.
Was you?
Yes. So the second time I came back to Mansfield, and I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna get right, I'm gonna do right, woo-woo. I'm gonna play basketball so I can stay focused. So I get on the basketball team. They put me on JV. A week later, after I get on the basketball team, I'm doing good, grades good, I'm staying out of trouble, I ain't talking to nobody for real, except for the coaches and the players.
Shit like that.
Bro, they call me into the office, tell me, the lines have been changed, where you live at ain't where you supposed to be. I said, what? Because I'm using another family address when I'm going to this school, because damn near ran out of school to go to.
Absolutely.
So I do that. I play AAU for this son, my homeboy's dad. He coached us, so he picked me up from Woo Woo. He picked me up from the spot. He seen that I didn't stay where I was, so I'm taking the point guard spot, which is his son at the time. He didn't told on me because his son was going to be a backup.
Yeah.
Got kicked out of there with Timberview. They told me, the coaches talked to the coach at Timberview, said, yeah, he good, he can come here and try out. I said, bet. So I go to Timberview. Oh man, I go to Timberview. I go to the college, get ready to try out. He said, bet, woo, come here tomorrow, you good, we got practice this time, woo. I get ready to go. One of the niggas that play at that house tell the coach, hey coach, I don't think we should put him on the team. He a game banger.
And what's
Game banger,
nigga?
Yeah. Nigga, what game am I in? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who I am, where I'm from, for real. You just know I fuck with a couple niggas that fuck with a couple niggas that's in this and that. So you try to make it seem like a nigga just out here game banging shit. That's when I just started beating niggas up. There I'm like,
so sports out the door.
Yeah, sports out the door. now I'm
rebellious.
I wouldn't ever say I was rebellious. I say I was more controlled at that time. Like a nigga losing everything. A nigga worked hard, stayed out of trouble, stopped doing dumb shit to be something and do something, and then y'all snatch that shit away from me because of a line being drawn in school. Well, I started looking at it like that.
Do you feel like leaving Memphis? Kind of far from my business?
Nah, that probably saved my life.
Understood. Oh, did you carry anything over from there to here?
Yeah, my aggressiveness. That aggressiveness for real. Maybe niggas aggressive, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. When niggas aggressive, cool in the bitch, when niggas aggressive.
Now, what kind of route that taking? I mean, I can imagine. I mean, having that type of persona again, shit. You know, we grew up in similar areas. We grew up with each other. I mean, where did aggression lead you as far as to
a lot of fights with niggas and shit. Not trying to understand and not giving a fuck. Led to like doing drugs and shit, Zans, like that, man. The little Zen area here was up in the power school, so.
I told her already.
An extra fuck.
Man,
I said,
any fuck you, I tell him, any fuck you gave, that motherfucker gonna knock it out.
If you don't give a fuck, if you understand, you really don't give an extra.
So, do you graduate? Do you, what's that like? I don't want to jump past, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I got kicked out of Timberview my senior year, the last 4 weeks ago. So I had to go to school in Irving.
I thought you went to school, he went to
keep going. School in Irving. Winfrey Academy.
Yeah.
That's what I went to some shit like that. That's what he talking about. I went to some it was basically a school for everybody listening. I graduated from my own school, but you go to this other school to help you kind of catch up.
So you do graduate?
Yeah, I graduated off the computer.
Okay.
So I got kicked out of Winfrey Academy too.
So you fuck with the music at this time?
At this time,
nah, it's the boogie movement right here. Let's go back to let's go back to
get in there.
At church. I mean, what does that lead off to?
That shit led out to me fucking with them niggas outside of it and shit. So I'm fucking with them. I ended up fucking with T. Jones, ended up meeting Sid, and then I ended up meeting Willie through them. So it started being us though. And then started fucking with our other homeboy DP. T. Jones introduced me to DP. He ended up being like my best friend at the time, my 50 around later on. Then I was hanging with Willie Swag, RP Willie. But that nigga right there, bro, that was one of the niggas like I started finessing, scheming. Any judge you could think of, we was on that. So I started going there with him. That nigga ended up becoming like my left hand man and shit. Niggas just started hanging out with G Squad Nation, Boogie and Body and all them and shit. C-School, all them shit, when they had shit going crazy.
How was that at the time?
That's my cousin.
You know what I'm saying?
C-Smooth.
C-School? Oh yeah.
So how's that? You know what I'm saying? You say, what would you say? The boogie movement?
Yeah, I mean, what did you more say it was something that you got into, or would you say it was part of, or would you say it was part of creating?
I say I was part of creating my own path for it, because they accepted me in around the time they were doing it, but I just got real cold at it. People started fucking with me, gravitating to me, so I started trying to put a little organization and structure on it. I felt like I was a big battery in the back of niggas that didn't want to do it. Like, I be T. Jones, it be days where he didn't want to wake up and do no dance and shit. I be like, I fuck that, nigga, we can make 30 videos, nigga, and drop them over and take off on YouTube. And we started doing it, but that shit started sparking like jealousy, envy and shit. So niggas started getting into it, they all niggas, they talking shit. We talk shit, then we link up, and be all good, then niggas fall out again, then you fall out of this nigga, then you fall out. I'm gonna be real, right? That time we was skits. I'm talking about MD40, these pills, nigga, lean, you name it, we was fucked up. And I wasn't even, at that point in time, like, dancing for me, it wasn't even about fun. At that time, it was like, shit, I was happy to a nigga be fresh off the juice, man. I wanted to be get loaded and go dance on camera and shit.
So for you, the boogie movement was, like you said, wasn't fun, it was more, what's the term we use now, vibe?
Yeah, it was more like shit. A cameras came on and niggas just made some money and shit, nigga lit.
Nah, right there.
And the old niggas started
teeing up.
Oh God.
Was there like a business aspect to it?
That's what I tried to add on to it, like, bro, we could really make money from this shit. We could really turn up and make money from this shit, and niggas can do the music. So at that time, that's when Fame Be Reading them kind of was going their own way from Thug Boss Nation. You know what I'm saying?
What's that led to?
KB's and Lil Running them. So they started doing their own thing. So me, Willie said T. Jones was at Willie shit, and we was thinking of like a new name for us to be for them. So we was like, Young Nation Gang. Like, y'all gonna be Young Nation, you're gonna be Young Nation Gang.
What year is this?
Man.
I hope you niggas listen. This is a
This
business.
is the start. I'm the first nigga that made Young Nation tell them this shit on back of my arms. Cause we already knew, like, nigga, this is the family, this is what we gonna do. We had a game plan. We dancing to all y'all shit. We gonna blow this shit up, and everybody gonna fuck with it. And that's how that shit really went. We danced to that shit. They was already getting hot at the time. It just made it easier to have people going hard that supported y'all to make y'all go even more crazy. So boom. Now I'm seeing this shit unfold and seeing how it's going. So I know how to process it. You know what I'm saying? Because I play chess. I like playing chess. So I know how to process moves and process it good. I know how to blueprint for a nigga. I can blueprint a nigga life. If you stick to these goals, you gonna be something, you gonna do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Trust it. You do.
And this shit is huge at this time. You know what I'm saying?
Any nigga that's been around me that I told to do something and did it, ask them is they turn.
Yeah.
I don't gotta say nothing else. Ask them is they turn, bro. I ain't never put nobody on camera. I ain't never exploited nobody. I ain't never asked no nigga for money. I ain't never asked no nigga for shit. But I already did so much shit for niggas. I'm gonna continue to do that shit because that ain't what I'm doing it for. So at the end of the day, with these niggas, boom, we get into it with the older niggas because now they taking off. So we get to the point where I'm like, who y'all talking to? I'm not going up with nothing. I will really get active. So it's like, stop playing with me. You never play with any of these niggas do that. Don't play with me. So niggas tell me like, all right, man, you good? We ain't talking to you, so man, you good? All right, man, I'm not. Then we good. So it's nothing. But y'all gotta chill out on this one and this one. Everybody else, I don't know them. These two don't touch me.
At this point, everybody dancing. Everybody looking.
Everybody
you know
looking. That's why I met my brother Devo. You know what I mean? Shout out my nigga Devo, man. Everybody know Devo now. That nigga was so turned, he was turning up. And then, you know, he called a body and had to go sit down. So, you know, he finally got out though, he out. I just seen my nigga at the club on my for my birthday shit. He's out dancing, still fucking him up.
How big of a how big do you think that was part as far as the culture? I mean, do you think it exceeded that extent around that time? The sound of Young Nation exceeded outside the city.
Nah, I feel
DFW.
like that's a whole nother case, bro. That hoe took off outside the DFW because niggas was watching us dance and he was like, who music is this? But also because of the marketing that the people behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying, did for them. Like my nigga Digital Merc, Jay never fool with that. Like that's all. He know exactly what he doing. You're creative, bro. You gonna get your flowers today. I know you like being behind the scenes, but getting your flowers today, Jay. That nigga a real nigga. He don't like people talk. He don't like the he like I'm behind the scenes. He want to do my thing. You gonna see? You can stay there. Niggas gonna know your name.
Yeah.
So for shit show, like that nigga was going crazy with marketing and everything. Q Smith was going crazy on their beats around that time, and they was just pushing it out. They had a solid team. I feel like where they messed up. And I know that they need to get on this song and give an interview too, but where they messed up is around the time they was getting hot, they didn't want to fuck with nobody.
Please, come on with it.
What?
No,
We talking to the camera. We talking to the camera. He said he come fuck with us.
But they, around that time, they didn't. I mean, I respect it though. Niggas stay solid to themselves. They ain't gonna fuck with nobody. And I respect it and I understand it because shit, I was fucking with everybody and gained nothing from it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Except for a whole bunch of handshakes and what's ups and shit like that. Until you turn back up, then it's, oh no, we gotta knock some shit out. We been overdue. Nah, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck you, nigga, because you didn't know you ain't really know who I am. Because it really, honestly, bro, how I used to be, a lot of you niggas come back to Dallas, and nigga really would have got a bone. You took all this shit off. But because I ain't who I am now, y'all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll take
Hold on. So like, I want to go in detail, bro. Like, so like, is it like Young Nation? Was it separate or how did that end? How did that? You know what I mean?
It ain't really end because I mean it's always gonna be family and shit. It's just niggas be brothers and have a hard time, and sometimes you just gotta chill from each other until y'all can actually talk and come back and be like, man, you know that shit ain't shit. Woo. What we need to do is go ahead and build something for the future. Because we're better than that.
Absolutely.
So that's the type of time I'm on with my brother Fame. Like, we're gonna end up doing a project together and shit. It's just right now, nigga grinding, so we grinding. When we really get to connecting the dots and doing it the right way, it's gonna be right.
So hold on. So everything that you just said, like, if you could go back and you know what I mean, get the news that you know now, like, what would you done different as far as you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't, bro, because it's a part of the choices I made in my journey.
Yeah.
I don't regret nothing. It's
really,
all the lessons, all learning.
Real tough.
For me to be at this point now, to be able to say I'm still here and I know exactly what to do now.
Yeah.
And I know exactly how to turn up now, and I know exactly how to turn somebody else up now. So now I'm gonna put that energy and all that fire in me back into the shit, because I wouldn't have that fire if I didn't go through nothing I went through. I wouldn't have that energy if I didn't go through nothing I went through.
My first question kind of was leading up to this. Do you think y'all like started the idea of like TikTok and shit?
Hell yeah. We blew Trill up. Me and 10K.
It's a business move.
Me and 10K is the reason why Triller took off and Triller blew up.
Nah, fuck that. I'm talking about YouTube.
Nah, I know.
Oh, go
that's
ahead,
what
go ahead.
I'm saying, because you said TikTok. So YouTube, it was already shit on YouTube. It wasn't no dance and shit.
And then you come
It wasn't
around.
no dance
When
shit
y'all
like
come
that.
around.
Exactly. And that's when that shit started. You know what I'm saying? Them people started woo. Imagine TikTok and Triller being around in 05, 06. Because what we had then was fine. But it wasn't like this.
Yeah.
It was a whole bunch of comedy shit and mostly it was some funny shit. But now we got shit that's for it has every type of genre in it. It's got cooking in it. It's got really watching shit that be nails on. You doing nails.
Yeah.
Cooking shit. People dancing to songs or songs playing and shit. But yeah, I feel like that shit came off the strength of them knowing and seeing and watching Dallas culture for real. Because we so in and people be like, man, nobody watching Dallas. Nah, everybody watching Dallas. Just like everybody watching Atlanta.
And before I
Atlanta watching Dallas, just like Dallas watching Atlanta.
Absolutely. And before I leave that time, I definitely want to continue. Who do you think we shaped the most around that time?
Who I think reshaped?
We shaped, as far as sonically.
Like out. I think, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really think we shaped anybody. I just say a lot of people, culture is like, they came here and got a piece of something. I don't think we shaped nobody.
Okay.
Because around that time, the underground movement is so big. I hear now because I was a part of it. Matter of fact, we're gonna get into the sound difference and how it changed too.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Absolutely.
But to answer that question, yeah, I feel like we gave people a piece of us, and they took a piece of us and just put it with their shit. And where they at, they accept shit more than the South do. South, we don't really accept shit if it's not street shit. Name one blog out here that posts some rock shit.
Business Move Podcast.
Yep. But
on actual conversation,
down in the up and coming.
Understood.
I'm talking about from a perspective of who was hot and like who hot now. Like,
Nobody.
Say cheese.
Nobody.
And shit like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Nobody.
big blogs and shit out here. None of them. They don't pop. They don't play. They don't post pop. They don't post.
The backpack rapper.
None of that shit. The backpack rappers, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. The niggas that's selling out shows locally out here is the backpack artists right now. They having full shows, they promoting them the right way, they selling tickets for themselves, and they out here really doing something. But ain't nobody covering it because right now, everything is about beef or niggas killing each other or shit, the same shit. I'm one.
Do you think the blogs are shaping that aspect?
I feel like the blogs don't give a fuck to a certain point to really give a fuck. I feel like if they gave more fucks and said, well, you don't fuck with me, why they fucking with them? Stop, bro, you're a blog, you have a job to do that.
Understood.
People don't understand when they pick up something that's been around for so long, do it right. I'm gonna do it my way. Yeah, okay, that's cool, do it your way.
Or do it at least with an intention.
Exactly. Well,
the correct, proper intention.
Exactly.
A productive intention.
It's gonna be the same.
Absolutely.
If I'm beefing with you, with your music hard and you going up, I'm not gonna not post you because I don't like you. That's a bitch nigga. Like you a nigga.
Absolutely.
You got a blog nigga. Because if that nigga get big and you blogging him, guess what they do? It turn up our organization out here. It turn up our city. It bring money to the city. You know why all our shit so lit? Like Arlington got so much shit going on because they know it's a tourist place.
Mm-hmm.
But our bloggers don't know that, do they?
It's
if
a
they
business
do,
move.
why you moving like that? Because you gonna bring tourists here. You know you can get a key to the city for putting good news out.
Hold on, time out, because this is what you saying right now, man. I've been waiting to have this conversation. Me and you kind of had a debate about this. You were saying there's no gatekeepers.
Nah, hell nah.
I think we have some that are shape-shifting at the moment. Can I give you my name?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you said A being a tourist spot. Shout out Road Run Simo. I feel like what you just said. When we talk about a financial aspect, economically, when you bring money as far as within the city from outside the city, and then when you can make money within the city, that's how you build.
Yeah.
And that's how you structure things. Not too many people do that.
So I'm gonna say this.
Bubble,
I'm gonna say this.
go to TV.
I'm gonna say this. If you're a gatekeeper, it's different forms of it.
Understood.
So which form of gatekeeper we talking about? We talking about bringing money to the city, or we talking about being able to blow up artists? You know what I'm saying? Because it's
giving back.
I think all of this
It's
has a place factor hand in hand.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Ain't nobody out here, nobody blew up no artists out here consistently.
Understood.
Consistently. Hey, I'm grabbing you. I don't give a fuck what you got going. I can run you through my organization and I can turn you up. Nobody can do that out here. All the nigga can do is say, I can put you on my platform and watch. It's gonna go crazy. Okay, it might go crazy. But guess what? That's just something in the wind now, bro. I'm talking about consistency. Like, if you can do that and you can actually grab an artist, then yeah, you call yourself a gatekeeper. But if you come here and grab one artist, then go to Florida, then go to somewhere else, and say, oh nigga, I blow up artists all the time. But you're not blowing up artists consistently in the city.
Understood.
You just grabbing one and doing what you're doing. How are you gatekeeping anything out here? You don't give a fuck about this culture.
Or even on the back end, like a motherfucking blog or whatever, all this shit pushing, you pushing straight negative shit, right?
Yeah.
So the DFW is just continually niggas killing each other, pushing it. Then you come out here and you give it's just like back in the day, niggas sell crack, then they give niggas turkeys on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
A
A nigga will come out here and buy $20,000 worth of shoes on Christmas, but then that's all he did all motherfucking year for the city.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
And then I think we go into the support as well. I think we got a lack of support.
I think when you you say gatekeeper, when I hear the word gatekeeper, I think
not even on the gatekeeping
you know what I'm saying?
aspect as well, just as far as for us to grow as a city.
I'm gonna tell you like
And I'm talking about from the DFW, because if we could mine everything, how we said DFW from the Dallas, all into Fort Worth, and the surrounding cities, bro, we really connected with each other, bro. We could pop.
that's the artist's fault.
That's the artist.
When it comes to support, that's
And that's what I want to
absolutely
get to.
100% the artist's fault. It'll never be nobody else's fault but the artist when it comes to support.
Explain.
Nigga, if you're good, you're good. If you got quality, you got quality. That's like me saying, hey, nigga, I got some cereal, but it's some shit. You don't like that. You don't want that. You're not gonna buy that. You know what I'm saying? But say this, a nigga got some shit going on, and a nigga got some quality shit. A nigga got some, this nigga hard, and I love his image. He clean in the bitch. He be icy as fuck. I wanna be like him. That's the niggas. Bitches, oh my God, look at him. They wanna fuck him. That's how it gotta be. That's how you get support. You don't get support from saying, damn, don't nobody support me. No, nigga, don't nobody have to support you, nigga. You gotta make people believe, bro.
Go ahead, no, finish.
You gotta make people believe. If people don't believe in you, why the fuck would they support you? Hey, you got a podcast. Okay, what y'all doing? Okay, oh y'all fuck with that. Oh, I got some money. Nigga, I want to help you build that. I want to support that. Because that's a good quality building move, or that's a good quality move, or that's something I can fuck with.
Absolutely.
If people can't fuck with it, why they gonna support you? Real shit.
So I'm saying, why do you think they not fucking with each other? Why do you
they
think
don't like it? It's not hard. Like, it's not good. If you
no, but is that the DFW sound? It just ain't.
No, it ain't that.
You get what I'm saying?
You got Trap Boy Freddy hard. You got Asian Dog hard. You got some crazy niggas in Fort Worth, they hard. 2G Cash and Urban, he hard.
Skinny, Luciano hard.
Simo hard to me, Skinny hard.
hard.
People are actually liking their music and supporting them though. Big Extra Plug hard.
But what I'm saying is like, why the DFW can't gravitate to
DFW hard so bitch. All he gotta do is drop a video.
Gun40 on hard.
But then what I'm saying, hold on. This shit's up. But what I'm saying is, everybody beefing with each other.
But ugly money,
do they got anything to do with?
It don't because people always gonna beef.
I'm not saying that if this nigga is from this part of Dallas and this whole side of these niggas don't like him, everybody ain't gonna gravitate to it.
But that's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's 15, 20 niggas. 15, 20 niggas.
No, I'm talking about like just as a whole, like.
Oh, hell no, it don't work like that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a consumer, it's a spectator sport first of all. So who's gonna see it? It's spectators. It's a spectator sport. And it's a consumer sport. It don't matter if people don't like somebody, they gonna fuck with them, period, because they like the music. I don't fuck with them, but I fuck with the music.
I think our culture, bro, just got some type of blurred vision. Like when you said, when we talk about these different sounds, I think it's a lot of sounds. And I told Mac, they coming. I think all, when we talk about gatekeepers, I think all the other surrounding cities, they finna hit Texas. And the DFW hard. Why? Because ain't nobody out here putting the light on, but it's a lot of talent out here.
Labels for 3 years have been grabbing niggas out this house. They just don't know.
Absolutely.
They've been grabbing niggas out this house.
Because they all think they don't fuck with each other. Why?
That has nothing to do with nothing, bro. I swear to God, it is over 6 million people here.
For sure.
Texas.
How many times we get a feature from each other?
It don't matter if we do songs together. None of that matter, bro. I swear to God. None of that matter.
You don't think it, okay, so when you go to the label, you don't think they when they go put you with an R&B artist, when they go put you with a pop artist, when they go put you with a street rapper with their hippie vibe and tell y'all to collaborate, why the artists from the DFW not doing that ahead of time with each other?
That's different, because at the end of the day, you gotta look like this. I got a song with C-Mo. We just ain't dropping. CJ Casino doing shit with a lot of niggas.
Right.
He going crazy. Big as the plug doing shit with niggas. It's a lot of niggas doing shit with niggas. That ain't the problem. That's not what's stopping niggas from supporting certain shit.
The problem is niggas suck.
Thank you. That is the only problem.
And then you also
people don't like certain shit.
Yeah.
If you don't have a global sound, how are you gonna go global?
Understood.
If you only have a sound that dedicated to an area, that's cool too. Guess what? You just gotta please 6 million people down south. You might not be an international superstar, but guess what you can be? A regional superstar. Control your region. That's it. That's all.
So hold on. So niggas gotta get better. That's all.
Niggas gotta get look.
I want to ask you,
What are they doing wrong?
wrong.
It's 3 things a nigga should always do. Know how to market yourself, make sure your shit is good in quality, and make sure you got money to invest. If you do those 3 things at the same time, you're gonna be good.
Right.
If you do 2 out of the 3, you're not gonna do shit. You do 1 out of the 3, you're definitely not doing shit.
Do all 3,
you gotta do
great.
all 3.
Great.
It's like a completed checkout list, bro.
But see, that's what me and you were speaking about. We were speaking about the lack of marketing.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of artists are feeling as well. You know, I think y'all got to get out the mindset of dropping a verse that y'all did half of and doing a little dance and putting it on the thriller and call that work.
Exactly. That's nothing.
That's not work.
That's saying, I hope this does this. Nah, bro, control substance, bro. When you cook crack, you gotta know how to sell your product. Some shit sell itself, yeah. Like, that's what that is. Some people think that this shit will sell itself. It's not 2015, 2014 no more. It ain't drop on SoundCloud area and a whole bunch of people gonna end up finding it. No, nigga, you gotta really put in the groundwork outside. You gotta have money to do this shit. You gotta be able to travel, you gotta be able to invest, you gotta be able to move around like a motherfucker. Like, if you can't go pay 3, 4, 5 DJs to spin your record and go to a bottle and you have a section and pop out in your city and look like something and get out there and have a promote people with you that's in the club making people fuck with you, being able to go do little interviews and shit on the radio and shit like that, bro. If you can't do that, bro, then go get the money where you can do that. Go get the money first. Because once you get the money, you'll be able to control what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm telling you, it don't matter.
Nah, fool, I know.
I'm telling you, fool.
It's a business move.
I'm giving the game. Giving niggas the game. That's what
that shit there be an excuse for niggas to use as a crutch to feel like they doing everything right. But sometimes you just need constructive criticism. I needed it. It was a point in time where I didn't listen to nobody, bro. They was like, bro, you gotta do it like this. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to do it like that. And at the time, I should have did it like that. But me being stubborn, saying I don't want to do it like that because it didn't feel like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll miss an opportunity. So when you miss the opportunity, you might not ever get it back. So you gotta do something else.
Let's get right into that. Let's get into the music. Let's get into the music. Where does the music start for you, man? What was your first project? Let's say.
First project? Nah, I started here. I had an old ass Dell computer when I was in the ag. Lost some blood and shit. I had a Dell computer. That hoe old than a bitch. I was using any type of program to record anything. So I had 3 black trash bags full of lyrics. I'm talking about full, like, oh, your back full. Right. 3 of them. And then, shit, I ain't lie, right that time I was young, so my mama threw them out his way. I was like, damn, where am I? I'm like, where them trash bags at? She's like, oh, it's just a whole bunch of paper and words on it. It did, but then I just like, shit, all this shit I wrote really was still in the nigga head. That's when I commenced going in the booth and being able to freestyle. Like, I could freestyle songs. Like, I go in that hole and freestyle some shit you think a nigga wrote type shit. Like how Wayne be doing his shit. That's how I record.
Sonically, what do you remember that being? Just the sound of the music around when you first started fucking with it.
The sound of the music when I first started fucking with it, it was the Boogie time. So my shit was trash as fuck. I'm talking about I was in that hole. Baby right there told me he never had to do nothing. And then I was like, that ain't me.
Right.
That ain't that's what I know for dancing.
Understood.
Man, fuck that shit, nigga. Everybody call me geeked up nigga, so I'm change my name to Gun. I don't be C-James. I'll be C-James if you know. But now, it's Gun, because at that time, I was geeked up. So be like, that nigga geeked up like a hoe.
Absolutely.
I put it together, I was like, geeked up nigga. I'm like, I can use Gun as an acronym. That's hard.
That's hard.
So then, my shit say, geeked up nigga, Gun. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all know what Gun stands for.
Absolutely.
Nobody ever said what they always think.
We're the first one showing that shit.
I just stand for geeked up nigga.
Yeah. And tell me about the lingo. What does geeked up mean?
Being geeked up means you just, you know, you high for life, you high for your movement, make sure you just geeked up. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Like, you gonna do what you wanna do it how you wanna do it, and you gonna get straight to it. That's just being geeked up.
Absolutely.
So that time doing all that shit with the music and shit, my sound was like that. But then I was like, I'm harder than that. Like, I gotta actually put some shit into it. So that time I stopped listening to music. Only thing I listened to for almost a year and a half.
You gonna play?
Oh God. The only thing I was listening to around that time was straight beats for like a year and a half, 2 years. Not saying I ain't hear music, I get in the car, people be on the odds or something, I hear some music. If I go somewhere, I hear some music. But when it was just me, and I play music every day, I was literally listening to straight beats. I ain't listening to nothing else. So now, I ended up rapping and creating my own shit. So I just called it the Geeked Up Flow. So then I kept going. But I wasn't dropping shit. I ain't dropping nothing. I just kept practicing.
So when you playing these beats, you finding yourself.
Yeah,
I'm
creating
out loud, or is it in your head, or is it both?
Out loud and in my head.
Yeah.
So I'm creating gun at this
Yeah.
time. This is when I'm transitioning to DJing, I'm creating gun.
That's hard.
This is when I'm creating Geeked Up Nigga.
Yeah.
Then I get involved in some underground shit. I'm seeing rappers rapping and making kids mosh pitting and shit.
Yeah.
Is that new?
At that time, it was new to me. 'Cause you know, we come from. That shit new to me. So I'm like, damn, this shit hard, but I like this shit more than I like the street shit.
Understood.
Cause I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? I'm outside doing what I'm doing because I had no choice. You know what I'm saying?
When did you say the first time you heard about you seen that?
The first time I seen that was when I actually seen these niggas called Ray Train, Space Ghost Perk, around that era, and like Xavier Wolf and shit like that. That's when they was going up for real, and they had a whole shit doing it. So then I stepped into it, and so my first song I really dropped and was like, okay, this is me. I'm actually doing this. Was Johnny Cage. That was my first real song. I said, this is done.
And the sound was just...
And once I dropped Johnny Cage went crazy out here. It could have went stupid.
And that's when you go master your shit. And then
That's when I mastered Gun. I said, this my sound. This is what I'm gonna do.
Bro, the last verse you put on that bitch, when they first rapped that bitch up, what you think when you heard that motherfucker?
When I rapped it,
and when it's done, for you to tell me that's the first shit you made.
I'm gonna tell you this. The beat, when I got the beat, I got it from my producer called, his name was Jake Butcher. But he goes by Jake Goes Digital.
Okay.
Me and that nigga linked in, he from Cali. I got the beat name was Put Him in a Coffin. So when I got the beat, I said, I ain't heard the beat yet, I said, I'm finna go stupid on this song. This is hard.
That bitch hard,
when
man.
it turned me up.
That motherfucker hard.
I told the niggas I was fucking with, that was my team at the time. I told them, I said, I'm finna go to school, I'm finna make this song, it's gonna be the song they do everything we trying to do. They was like, nah, send it to me when it's done. I said, bet. Boom, I go make the song. I send him the song. He tell me, it's alright, you sure you wanna do that? I said, nigga, that hoe gonna go. Nigga, we put that bitch out, nigga. Let's get the video done. Ooh, that's when I locked in with Jeffrey Derrick. Shout out Jeffrey Derrick. He shot the Johnny Cage video. That bitch hard.
What kind of feedback did you get? What kind of feedback did you end up getting back from that project?
Nigga, that was the one that turned me up. That was the one that made people be like, nigga, I fuck with this nigga. We gonna fuck with this nigga. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. We gonna push it. Woo woo. But at the same time, it still had conflict because a lot of niggas had deemed me already to fail, so they didn't really want to blog it at first. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember the sound on that time?
Yeah, the sound on that time was still Boogie. It was still Boogie and shit, and that's when that song right there is the song that broke barriers.
Carry us.
Exactly.
Oh, what's a world?
That Johnny Cage is a song that broke barriers for niggas to actually be able to do a different sound from this. Nigga, they don't get that flower. But that's the one that it was.
I just said it. So for damn, so no, real deal. When you start studying this shit again, instead of me being in this position, bro, it's you start piecing shit. Absolutely, there's nothing that you can go. You can't find another song that sound like that. Nowhere in Texas around that time.
Yeah, no.
Not even just DFW, Texas.
Yeah, no. Because that was when I started doing shows. I was performing for like 5-6 people, but it was some people in the room that could put me on the next show. Perform for 15 to 20 people. They want me to come do another show. 50, 60 people, want me to do another show. I'm pushing myself, doing the groundwork.
What's the energy like?
Crazy.
Hey, 15, 20 people to 150 people.
I ain't give a fuck. I was drunk, hot, ready to just rage. Cause I'm mad still at the time. I'm mad. So I ain't give a fuck like about nothing. I'm just like, nigga, we finna turn up, nigga. That was something for me to do. Cause I ain't care. I ain't care about nothing but turning up at the time. So I'm releasing like hurt pain and I'm going through this shit. I lost my left hand, man, Smoke Ellison around this time. Like, he was in my video and shit, Johnny Cage and shit, and then he got murdered in San Antonio. So,
Was you out there with him?
yeah, nah, it wasn't even down. Real shit. I told that nigga not to even make no. He was gonna move out here and come, we was gonna get a spot together. He's supposed to come right back 2 days. Nigga came back straight to the car. You know what I'm saying? Shit put me up. But
Did that slow you down?
yeah, nah, that shit made me feel like, nigga, I gotta do it for my
Real
nigga.
talk.
I gotta do it for my nigga. Cause I'm too strong for this shit, bro. I didn't have niggas, too many niggas dying around me and shit like that. So it's like, I just gotta make sure every time, so I gotta keep pushing, every time, keep pushing. And then most of my niggas is either that or shit, they finna get out the opinion, you know what I'm saying? Like my nigga really locked up, like my solid nigga really locked up without the exception of like 7 niggas is out here right now.
So from Johnny Cage till you start moving your feet, is that when you kind of get introduced to Sremmlife?
Exactly. They was on tour with Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj. That first trip they did together, they came out here. And I actually ended up linking with Jay Shrimp, which is a DJ, who's selling some weed. He needed some gas.
Gas, man, gas.
So I go in his hotel and shit, and Shorty was like, "You good? You do music right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Nigga, you ain't tell me you do music, nigga. Let me see that shit." I said, "I don't tell nigga I do music like that shit weird."
Somebody trying to bust a plug down.
Yeah, I'm like, nigga, I don't do music, nigga. I'm like, I do music shit, but I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell niggas. So I show him the beat, like, nigga, this so hard than a bitch, nigga, what the fuck? So it's crazy. It's like, this how I knew it was meant to be, because I had rehearsal, and I had that show coming up with, in Bone Factory with, Fredo, Chief Keef, Travis Scott, and big ass that was dumb.
And you on this show?
Yeah, I went first. Word
for sure.
Stupid.
That's all.
Word for word.
That's all.
Bitch, slap her. I said, what? I gotta get a video.
How is this shit? Like, this sounds like a fucking movie. It gotta be a movie at this point.
I'm gonna show y'all that. Crazy. But back to that, they had rehearsal at the same place they had rehearsal. So I ended up meeting Jimmy through Jay Shrimp. He was like, "Bro, you following me?" I said, "Nah, you gotta be following me. You must have some on gas or something." That nigga was like, "Nah, this Jimmy woo." I ended up meet Jimmy. He showed Jimmy the video. Sway walked up. Sway looked at him like, "Nigga, this shit hard, nigga."
Girl.
What you like, good? He said, "That's hard, woo." So they performed. I saw the Jimmy. And we gonna cut this out.
Yeah, we
got
But yeah,
okay.
I
got
guess.
my nigga Jimmy right. You know what I'm saying? Woo. And then after that, he gave me his number. Probably a week later, he hit me up, texted me, said, "Damn, I almost forgot to look at it." I said, "Nah, you good, bro." I sent him the video again. He watched it again. He was like, "See me open on it." I said, "Bet." I sent him the verse. I sent him my Johnny Cage. He hopped on the album. Around this time, I was talking with my nigga family and Keith in Atlanta. Pioneer in Atlanta, bro. Like, that nigga there, like, Music Hours too. He hopped on the end of it, so I dropped the Johnny Cage remix with them on the album.
Bro, I could imagine, my nigga. I mean, what around this time, bro? I mean, it seemed like I'm sure everything happened fast, huh?
Yeah,
What-
that shit was fast.
But then knowing you and then listening to you, I mean, mentally, where are you placing yourself at?
At that time,
Are you preparing yourself
I
to?
still ain't give a fuck.
No.
Nah, I still ain't care. Cause at that
Geeked
time,
up nigga.
I still didn't give a fuck. I just started traveling more.
Understood.
And when I was traveling,
Speak on that.
I was just hitting shit. So yeah, I went to LA. I fucked with a lot of producers and shit like that. I met G Mills, another nigga named Nick, another nigga named my brother Warhol from Chicago. I ended up locking in with Uno the Activist through Bleach. Bleach introduced me to Uno the Activist. They going crazy in the bitch.
I'm sure they bleached too, bro. But we was just speaking. We didn't even know, bro. Bro into the motherfucking spot.
Yeah.
Years back.
Yeah. And then I met a lot of fucking people around that time. A lot of artists that's like up right now going crazy. And then I went to Atlanta, locked in with Sunny Digital, locked in with Bobby Critical, my nigga Bluetooth. That's when I linked up with OG Macko when they came to South by Southwest. Me and Macko got close.
I remember that.
So at this time, I'm just meeting everybody. Ended up meeting Uzi at the Post Malone Welcome Home shit out here. Me and Uzi been cool.
What's the craziest tour you've been on? You've been on a few tours, huh?
I did like 2 tours my whole life.
Okay.
Like real tours.
Absolutely.
The most was cool. This is a lot of weather change.
Yeah.
The most was cool for real.
And then LA, man. Let's get to LA, man. how was LA for you?
The first time?
The first time.
That shit was cool. It was straight. You know, it wasn't as bad as it was bad, but it ain't as bad as it is now. Like right now, niggas is on the loose trying to rob any and everything.
The first time you go there, is that when you meet Pops? Or have you met Pops already?
Oh no,
Okay, but do you go out there? I mean, you got family out there? I mean,
Yeah.
what's the jump for the first move to LA? Why?
No, I was just on music shit the first time I went to LA. I ain't never really go out there on that family to
Understood.
because it was never close. Like for me, it might have been close, but it was for me. Not for me. That.
What about the second time, man?
Nah, I still ain't got it. But now when I go back now,
Yeah.
it good. So now, yeah, it'll be that. Now it'll be that.
Right.
But it took time to really mentally get to that point. Bro.
And you kind of already spoke on about the culture of the city out there. I mean, you've had your own experience. I mean, you care to speak on?
I mean, shit, yeah, we can't.
Absolutely.
That shit ain't a part of it.
No,
That
absolutely.
shit ain't no karma and shit for the shit I did.
Let's start that day off, man. We're gonna catch on to the story. I mean, let's start the beginning of the day. Let's look how your day go. Do you remember how your day starts?
I had just sent my girl home on a flight. She was going back home. I went to the studio. Told my homegirls I met like probably 7 months prior to come pull her from me. Then they came to the studio. They went outside to go smoke and shit. I went outside with them because I'm finna go to the next studio over. So I feel weird. I feel like a weird vibe of energy. So you know what I'm saying? I pull my gun out, my backpack, put it in my pocket and shit. I just felt a weird energy. So I'm getting out the car to get ready to go to the studio. Nigga, I hear feet real quick, nigga come behind me and shit. I turn around, nigga got a gun in my face. Woo. Like, nigga, you know what the fuck going on with me? I'm like, nigga, I ain't got nothing for you. Nigga, like, it is what it is. We got sitting here.
Yeah.
So shit, we sitting there too long. I don't think nigga ain't on shit, so I go with my boots. I try to go in my pocket on some like, nigga, I told you want the money, I got money too. I give you the money, like, but you ain't out the pocket. I'm like, nigga, I'm sure you talking to you. I try to real quick. Nigga hit my ass in my leg twice. I fall, boom, I get back up. He shoot again, I kind of like went to the left, cause I see the barrel. He hit me right here on my shoulder, like on my neck and shit.
What year is this? Like
2019, end of 2019? Yeah, end of 2019.
what I mean, hold on. I'm just saying.
I wasn't. Go ahead.
Do it change your mindset? Do it change?
At that time, bro, it just pissed me off, bro. Like, damn, I'm on the other side of this shit. I done did this shit.
You in Texas? You in?
I was in Canada.
You in Canada? This one.
So I'm way out of bounds.
Yeah.
Does
I'm way out of bounds.
Before I die, when does that tape come out?
When I was living in Vegas.
Is this after the situation?
Nah, yeah, that shit right there. The tape I dropped for that situation to release this therapeutic for me, the Bible tape with it.
Right. But I just feel like when I was transitioning through a few of the tapes, that tape and then Before I Die, me listening, especially to listen to the Gun Show like 2022,
Yeah.
it seemed you was in a different space mentally, sonically.
Yeah, sonically, I ain't gonna lie. Before I die with something, I always wanted to drop for like the situation with my BM, my girl, and then other shit.
Understood.
So that was really focused on that shit right there, to let that shit out.
And I got a question as well. You see me post, what reflects that? What does that Janet Jackson sample reflect for you? I mean, what was that for? That shit was cold. That shit was cold. He know it on rounds, to being specific.
That was Michael Jackson.
Oh, that was Mike.
But the fact that he said, you know what I'm saying, he different. You know what I'm saying? I just want niggas to understand, nigga, this shit is not the same. We're not listening to the same artists that we listen to. Like, when you come in, if you go put my shit on shuffle, it's gonna play that type shit. It's gonna play some, you gonna get some, I say, Ride Wave, do some Ride Wave type shit. You might get some turn up type shit like gun show shit, you might get some street shit. But if you put my shit on shuffle, it's gonna make you go through a roller coaster.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It might put you in a whole different mood at the right time.
That's what you want as an artist?
Because I want to be a one-stop shop.
Yeah. Well, I just hear you say it's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you get in there, it's just like, you let this shit out.
Bro. So if you go, like, I fuck with that nigga street shit, but I don't fuck with this.
I got something for you.
You got something for you?
Yeah.
Oh, I fuck with the R&B shit, but I don't fuck with that. I got something for you.
Cause we listened to something on the way, and it got look like skating Venice Beach, but I said,
that was
motherfucker.
What's the one before Rounds on that tape as well? Man, I fell in love with that tape. Let me see.
And just a whole bunch of different sounds, you know what I'm saying? So
But they all meet up.
If you,
all sound.
yeah, if you, that bitch
They
hard.
all sound. Which one?
If you,
Oh yeah, if you.
that bitch hard.
Yeah.
What's the creative space of getting into that?
Just shit I went through, man.
Understood.
Literally. Shit I went through, man. And I just put that shit down.
Nah, that shit was hard.
All my shit experience.
what's the studio?
The rain.
What's the process for you? When you freestyling this shit, you writing this shit, you go in there with a beat already, you know what I'm saying? Or you going?
I don't even listen to beats before I go to the studio. Like the first time I hear a beat is exactly when I'm rapping on that. Because it's just as soon as the beat hits you, like as soon as the beat hit, I just start processing everything, sounds. I'm about to rap on that whole 40, 50 different ways.
Yeah.
Before I actually like, this is the sound I want to go with. But that just comes from experience, being in that house all the fucking time. Like,
Let's go into
and teaching myself how to engineer and all type of shit.
What was the creative process of writing Aloha?
Aloha,
Absolutely.
we finna make a hit. I'm gonna make this nigga a hit because he wanna rap like fucking Nation and shit.
And give it time for the people who was this nigga. Shout out to KK. Absolutely. What's the relation between y'all, man?
Little brother, big brother, he pissing me the fuck off. Cause he's just hard-headed like I was. Hard-headed in the bitch. He always got a plan, and I love it because you always gotta have a plan. But it's like, I be telling him like, bro, let me take your plan and just draw some lines and slick it this way around it. You know what I'm saying? No, nigga. I want to do it. You know what? That's what niggas supposed to do right here. So I let him do what he's supposed to do. I'm talking about me and T got like 15 hits right now. He just refuses to put out 15. I'm talking about some crazy. I'm telling you.
Or do you see the route he trying to do with that?
I mean, he wanna grow up away from it, and I respect it. But it's like you need to find a distinctive sound that is gonna be yours because you sounding like everybody else now. Because before this, you sounded like you.
Not real deal.
You had your shit. This was your niggas. This was you. And you going to sound. You sound like other niggas. And you don't have to do it. Because you 10K, you already solidified yourself. You just gotta stay down, stay 10 times.
So your intention was to write a hit.
Yeah.
And you did that.
Yeah.
But what does that lead towards?
Shit, like I told you, it could have led to way more if we just stayed down 6 months.
Elaborate, please elaborate.
We shouldn't have signed.
It's a business move.
That's it.
You said what?
We shouldn't have signed. We shouldn't have signed.
And for the people who don't know who you signed with.
We signed a DefJam, man.
And
when we signed a DefJam, it ain't even the fact that it's a label. It's the fact that they were going through problems at that time. DefJam was having a lot of CEOs step down. Horrible times, trying to get somebody to replace somebody, trying to get another person to replace somebody. So when you have a business doing that, it's always gonna be chaotic for a new artist that come through there. And then you got like 40, 50 new artists that's mad at the label and shit like that. I'm like, shit, I ain't mad at these niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a young nigga opportunity with some bread.
And when do you sign the DefJam? What year? What? You know
That was 2019.
A lot of shit happened.
Man, yeah, a lot. Yeah, everything for me happened in 2019. Nigga got lit, nigga got shot. Nigga got lit, nigga got shot.
Learned a lot of shit in 2019.
You know, that shit ain't even really changed nothing in my life for me. Like, it just made me more aware again. Like, I always had awareness. And once that shit took off, that awareness kind of dropped. So that shit just made me be back aware and be like, okay, yeah, I'm back.
You think you got comfortable at one point?
I got too comfortable.
You start fucking with drink and shit?
Yeah, nah, right in time.
Yeah. What about now?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. You fuck with anything? Look on here. What was the cause for that? Why?
I don't know. I just get tired. I was doing this shit so young. We were doing this shit so I was just like, I don't even care for it no more. Like, sometimes your mind and your brain just say fuck this shit.
Do you feel like you or more clear-minded?
Yeah,
More focused?
I can actually think clearly. Like I'm not so much more head first.
You can read when you speak as well.
Yeah, a little elevation.
Absolutely. And I told bro, I mean, I don't necessarily know if he's doing it purposely. He said he's not, but I told him I feel like we're on a transition. I feel like you've just been a student so long and you actually care. And maybe not necessarily what we spoke about, but you're in a transition to something different, to something bigger.
Yeah.
And that made me think of something as well. You got your own, you do have your own, or you are part of a management company.
Nah, I got.
What was the situation with Aaron Carter? I seen you speak of.
No, not Aaron Carter. His manager and his boy was girls, and girls was finna start managing me, but you know, it just got a little rocky, and we kind of just went our separate way. And I was like, to me, that's for the best, because I don't do a lot of shit that some people do, and I just can't fuck with that shit. So I feel like it would be better for me to just do what I'm doing and fuck who I'm fucking with. So now I'm fucking with my boy Gene, but it's not like a nigga saying he managed me. It's more of a, man, this my real nigga, and that's my big bro. So now it's like, man, we grinding, we working, and we gonna make sure the business is right, and we gonna do it like that. Ain't no contract, ain't no weird shit, nothing.
When did you separate from DefJam?
2020.
Wow.
Needed to, because them niggas was like, you know what, we gonna let y'all go. I'm like, don't let us go. We lit, we happy in the bitch, and we like, for free. Because we never gave us a bag.
Right.
So see, and they like, yeah, y'all good. We clean the house, we got this and that. I said, oh yeah, babe, go ahead, we good. I don't give a fuck, because now I can do what I want to do.
There you go.
I hated that shit. Like, you can't drop this because you gotta wait on this to actually be written out. Nah, bro, y'all catch the fuck up.
Cause I heard you say when you was at DefJam, you was writing as well, right?
Oh yeah, I'm
It wasn't just an artist deal. It was
Anything you heard? Anything we heard?
Nah, yeah, I wasn't writing for it. I was just writing for 10K.
Okay.
At that time, I was just writing for 10. Like some shit, 10 come up with shit and all, but like some choruses and shit like that, I write.
How versatile do you consider your pen?
My pen?
Absolutely.
Nah, that shit is crazy. I got Afro beat shit. I got all type of shit, bro. Make pop shit.
Yeah.
I can make anything a nigga need. Like anything you want or you need.
What you connect with?
Everything. Honestly, anything music, I connect with.
Well, let's do this. Let me do something for me. If you was to build a perfect song, I'm talking about from producer to beat, 2 features. Who you got on producing? What beat and what 2 features you got
That's
on?
too easy.
Show some love to the folks, man. And you want to drop? We finna go to y'all right now. What we doing?
Producer wise, I'm a mix. I'm doing my brother ATM Jacob, but I also need a couple produced by Metro.
Talk shit.
Then the feature
It's a
got
business
to be
move.
on that one. The feature got to be Drake. The second one, I'm gonna do Hitmaker, and I'm gonna go all the way left field, and I'm gonna do Kanye West.
Talk that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Why Kanye?
Oh, that nigga's
And what Kanye do you want?
Oh nah, I don't give a fuck.
That nigga said to Kanye, niggas whoever.
Any one of them crazy.
Nah, real deal.
Yeah, genius though, bro. Like, he a genius, bro. Like, people can hate him. You gonna hate him, you gonna love him, but he controls his narrative.
Understood.
No matter what. No matter what he got going on in the world, he controls his narrative, bro. Like, people don't pay attention to what he really trying to say because he can't say certain shit. Like, they don't really understand and get it because they not in that world too.
Like he's positive and misrepresented.
No, he's just speaking on what he's speaking on. I ain't gonna say that. He's just speaking on what he's speaking on the way he know how he can. And that's what's putting him in this shit. That ain't gonna look crazy. But who wouldn't be crazy after so many years
too.
going through shit they're going through? You know what I'm saying? That shit take a toll on anybody.
I mean, has recent times took a toll on you? Has it been time that you needed a break?
To go with the elevator here, yeah. But I feel like now I'm at that point, like, I'm at a point where I understand now so well that I cross everything to where I know how to control everything now. Like, I know how to control when I want to do shit, how I want to do shit.
The game slowing down. The game slowing down for you.
Yeah, it's slowing down because I never did the footwork. The only time you gotta move fast is when you supposed to have to do the footwork. That's when you like, okay, I don't have nobody on the shit yet.
Right.
I need to go fast. Okay, now I can put this bitch on cruise control.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to team.
Oh, that's the most important. That's the most important. And I ain't never had one till now. I just now got a team. Like I ain't never had a team my whole career until right now.
And for a student, what are the components you would say to the team?
Shit, niggas gotta hustle. If not just like you, more than you, for you. If the shit ain't being done for you or more than you, then shit, it ain't the team you want. Niggas gotta be on your ass like you be on their ass.
Not for damn show.
Real shit. My nigga, every day he send me something on my ass. And that's how you gotta be. Hey, what we doing with it? Yeah, I need that. I never had that. And that's what I need. So I need to know a nigga hustling for me hard so I can hustle for myself and I can hustle for you. Cause I'm gonna make sure I do the same shit you doing for me. Like everybody says, get what you get. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get it right back, depending on who you're dealing with. Some people don't like that.
It's a couple of videos I got, and then that's a couple of make me think of the team question. I mean, just the creative outlook on a few type of shit.
Yeah.
Like what was the visionary idea of
I
that?
ain't gonna lie.
That shit crazy.
I was supposed to keep working with them niggas, bro, because they hit me up and was like, we want to work with you, bro. You feel like you dope. I said, man, let's do it. I said, y'all help me build this shit visual-wise.
Understood.
I'm going to make sure y'all get clientele that actually pay. Because this is when they first started out.
And who was this?
Yeah,
Okay, understood.
if they go look at who did the video, they'll know.
It's a business move.
But like, so basically, nigga shot the video, we turned up, that bitch turned up, and bought them clientele. We did another video, that hoe bought them clientele too. And then niggas just, we gotta do this now, people tell me, y'all got clientele, and they call it a little deal with a company, man.
Right.
I said, come on now.
How ruthless is the industry? You know what I mean?
That bitch cutthroat, because them niggas would be like, woo, I'll be like, you know what? It's good. I did that out of my heart. I tell y'all, look, y'all turned up. I just want to work with y'all. I'll go to the niggas.
This is probably numerous, just
no two on shit, no cock, no. Every videographer I work with, after I work with them, bro, they get clientele. I swear to God.
Even
it's
on
always
project.
been like that. It's always been like that. I don't know what it is. It's always been like, okay, Gun gonna always have a dope cameraman. As soon as he got a video, we gonna work with that nigga. That's how I want it to be though. If you work with me, I want you to be able to make money off of me because I'm a brand and I'm a business. That's what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Are they creating off of the music or y'all creating together? And I asked that.
They creating off the music.
Okay. Like Cash in and send them up like that transition was crazy. And that's on
Me and Cam,
that's
I wanted to do
crazy.
that. I wanted to do that like that.
Yeah, it's
But Cam's so crazy with the effects, and you know he shoot a big ass plug.
Understood.
He doing his thing and shit. My nigga there, I can say that nigga's a hustler. He move fast. He can get in any concert, any show, with no credential, nigga. I'm talking about he in that hoe with the
Face
camera.
all good.
I don't know how you do it. I do it. I used to do it. And I still do it. But it's like, I'm like, how are you doing it? Because it's like, nigga, you be doing it swift. He be out, I'm in the shot. He didn't put a camera out. But he's crazy, bro. Like, that nigga there, he's raw. He raw. Cam's raw.
Let's get into the most recent song, that feature with Tony Snow, man. What was the link over there?
Man, my nigga Bluetooth in with Tony Snow. Me and Tony Snow been rocking ever since, bro. That's the most humbling, like, young street nigga, bro, I ever met, bro, in my life. I swear, bro. I can't even make it up, bro. Nigga humble, bro. Nigga a real nigga. Nigga gonna give you knowledge that he barely talk. He talk if he fuck with you. Like, he not a talkative nigga. If he fuck with you, he don't talk. But he don't talk for real. But that nigga there, bro, that nigga a real nigga, and I feel like, bro, y'all go listen to that nigga. Go listen to all his shit.
Bro, that nigga went stupid, man.
That nigga is
so crazy. That nigga went dumb.
That nigga hard, bro.
What do you have planned with that? I mean,
oh shit, I ain't gonna lie, man. We just gonna keep promoting that motherfucker, cause that bitch going crazy right now. My phone just started vibrating the whole time.
Man, I'm seeing it earlier when we were showing us a video. That bitch popped up like 20 times.
Bro, that bitch is going.
It's 30 seconds. In 30 seconds.
But I'm on it now. I'm back on it, on everything consistently. I got another video and another song dropping New Year's Day. that was loaded and ready to go. That was gonna be more for the women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still gonna be tight. Like niggas can fuck with it too, but it's still gonna be tight. This gonna cater more to the women. And I feel like I gotta do more shit for the women as well. You know what I'm saying? As I'm doing just the trap shit and shit.
Pop your shit, man. Go ahead.
Listen, I'm just soaking the game up, man. I'm soaking up all this shit.
It's a business move, man.
Damn, so bro, it's been so many things, bro, that you've accomplished. I mean, throughout this time, and it kind of seems like you just started. You know, anytime you drop a product, bro, I hate to call it a revamp, but it just seems like you get better and better. You know what I'm saying? Throughout years talking to you, I've been doing this since a little one. The mind is there, bro. The business side is there. And I feel like that's where a lot of us lack. You on camera, man, for yourself, bro. Anything you want to put out for the people? I mean, what you got?
Oh yeah, man. You know, Gunmusic40, man. Featuring Tony Snow out now. Gunmusic40 on everything. Follow me. Make sure y'all tap in with the business movement. You know what's going on, man.
I appreciate that. And one last thing, my nigga Mac, I started waiting for Mac to hit you with, because he usually hits you with big homie Mac. What would the Gun40 now, man? Tell that 18-year-old, 17-year-old, C. James. Yes, sir.
I mean, you know, I can't give y'all no commercial interview as I'm gonna tell y'all niggas, stay dangerous, stay doing what y'all doing, and just try to find something legal to do if you outside, man, because that place can get real treacherous. So just, you know, invest in shit, turn up, make sure you go the right route with it later on, man, and don't let nobody step on it. Real shit.
It's a business move. It's clear.
Rocky said, you don't hear the fuck up.
I appreciate it, baby. What you bring over there?
I'm listening.
Hey, this my partner Prince, man. You know, this part of the team.
What's going on, man?
He fought on the Wings World out there. I don't know if y'all ready to Wings World. I think that's what he brought.